So we're coming up on our first piece of the day. It looks to be the top of a broken milk bottle, and I'm gonna pull it out right now with you live and see. Yep, that's what it is. I'm gonna take a second to clean it off, and if it has any embossing, I'll show you in a minute. All right, I've come up on a little island here, and I'm seeing some bottles. None of them look to be too old, but I figured I'd do another live show of the bottles I'm seeing and to show you what's in this creek so far. This right here looks to be more modern Pepsi. I think all the labeling is gone, but I've also noticed there's a couple other bottles over here on the bar. Really don't know what that is. Something else that would have had a ACL on it at one time. And right here is a broken hobblestone, and that looks to be a Pat D. Let's see if we can get a date off of it. I think that's in 1944. And let's see where it's from. This one's from Knoxville, Tennessee. I'll leave those there, and I might come back and get the Pepsi and this other unembossed bottle, but depends on what we have. I don't have a whole lot to carry with me, so we'll just see what we got and go from there. Now this is probably going to be the weirdest find that I've made to date. I've walked about another, I don't know, few hundred yards, and I found about, I'd say a total of 10 gravestones. You have this one right here. There's a busted one right there. And I was scratching my head at it for a minute, but then I realized on the hillside up here, you probably can't see them right now, there's actually a gravestone manufacturer. But the part that I still can't explain and figure out is these already have names and dates on them. Possibly they replaced the old one with a new one. I don't know. It just seems weird to me to be finding headstones in a creek, but you just never know what you're gonna find. And looking up here, we got another one. It's kind of sad when you think about it, but I guess if it's no longer needed, they just discard it in any way they can. But there's pieces of gravestones all in the creek where I'm walking right now. I'm just hoping I don't get cursed. Just to add to that last part of the video, this right here appears to have been a large cross that they were cutting and I guess gave up on. Maybe something wrong happened in the manufacturing of it. But that's kind of cool. We've got another gravestone right here. And to go along with it, I haven't found any more whole bottles since the ones I showed you before, so this is kind of like a bottle graveyard, if you'd have it. Since the finds have been kind of sparse so far, I've figured I'd let everybody come in on a live view grabbing this right here. It's looking to be an old mason jar lid. Probably a ball jar. Yep, that's what it is. I don't know if you can make it out there, but it's ball. I always like to keep these. I'm not sure why. Sometimes, you know, they're good to put on old jars and things that you may have at home. So we'll bring that one with us and see if we can find anything else. Just as I was saying, finds are kind of sparse, I come up on this over here in the creek bank. It looks to be broken, but it looks like an old white porcelain vase. We'll see if we can, sorry about the camera angle there for a second. We'll see if we can get that out of there without breaking it. Oh God, the water's cold. Let me grab my grabbers. I guess this has been one of the more interesting live feeds you've seen, huh? All right, let's bring it over here and take a look at it real quick. Now that I got it on the bank anyway. That's actually quite pretty. It's got bows of some sort on it. And I'm not seeing any stamps or manufacturing pieces on it, but we may bring that back with us. Just depends on what we find, but that's interesting. Just walked up on what appears to be a little cream jar, so I figured we'd dig it out together and see see what it may be, see if it's whole. But I think I can already tell. Yeah. Well, shoot. It's broken, and you'll get that a lot of times, but you just never know. You gotta pull them to find them. But that glass still is very pretty. All right, on to the next one. So I've come up on another gravel bar here, and it looks like I found another cream jar. Now I know for most, these aren't anything special, but I enjoy finding them. And this one right here has a really ornate design on it, and it looks to be whole. So I'm actually pretty happy with that find. That's the first one of these I've ever found. It's just looking like a cream jar kind of day, huh? So I finally come up on what looks to be potentially a soda bottle. I figure we grab it together. I can't quite tell if it's whole or not, but we're going to try to find out and see now and see what we may have here. That might be a crush bottle. I'm not 100% sure what that one is yet. Let me grab that and bring it over to the bank. So it's unembossed. I like the shape of the bottle though. It's got a nice little design. We'll definitely bring that one back with us, but I don't think it's too terribly old. I think it's either a crush, orange crush, or something in that line. But yeah, we'll take it back and maybe end up, I don't really like to cut bottles if they're not broken, but I might cut that one, make it into a drinking glass. But yeah, and there's our first soda bottle for the day. So it looks like we got another soda bottle down here. I think the top is sheared off, but we're going to pull it together and see what we got. Try to get better camera work this time. Let's lay it up together. Oh, it looks like we got a debossed Dr. Pepper. That's nice. That'd be a good one to see if it has a town on it. See if I can see that. That's Knoxville, Tennessee. So that's right on par with most of the other stuff that we find around Knoxville. But yeah, I think that'll be a good one. I can probably cut it off right about here and make a good drinking glass out of that one. We'll definitely take that one back with us. Something here. I can't quite tell if it's a cork or if it's kind of like the top that you find on colognes. But we're gonna pull it, lay over here on the sandbar, see what we got. So, oh, it's embossed. Lucky Tiger Manufacturing Company, Kansas City, Missouri. Well, it is one of those tops like cologne, but I have no idea what this is. Lucky Tiger for scalp and hair. That's weird. I have no idea how this is. So if anybody knows, before I try to do a little research on it, let me know, because even though it's broken, I won't take it back because it's embossed, but that's a new one for me. Looks like we got two bottles down here, and I'm stirring up the dirt, so it's probably hard to see, but with them being right next to each other, it looks like someone else may have been hunting here already, but we're finding some good stuff, so we'll still check these out. Oh, that is embossed. I don't know what I have here, but it looks pretty, and I'm happy with it already. Let's take a look. Dew Beverage Trademark. M. Lynch and Son. I have no idea what this is. I don't know if it's associated with Mountain Dew. It's from Knoxville, which that might be a good chance that that's some type of Mountain Dew bottle. Holy crap. This is crazy. I don't know what it is, but if that is a Mountain Dew associated bottle, since it says Dew and being Knoxville, that's probably worth a ton. That just made my entire day right there, folks. Wow. I'm gonna do some research and post some more cleanup videos of this thing after the fact, but I've never seen anything like it. So walked up on another sandbar, and I just want to show you this. First, seems to be an embossed little sugar bar bottle. It says sugar right there and has this little floral design, but look at that rock on the top. I think that just makes the whole bottle. It's encrusted to the rusty cap of the bottle. We'll definitely take that home. This has been a great day so far. I mean, it's the little things that really make it great, but I found some good bottles and good items today. I was getting ready to turn around and head back to my car, and I think we have a mason jar down here. I can see the aqua blue. I can't make it out or read it just yet, but let me set down the bottles I have in my hand and we'll grab this one live as well. All right. Let's see if my grabbers can get a hold of this thing. I think we got it. Let's bring it over here and take a look at it. Wow, that one says Atlas strong shouldered mason. Sorry about that. I don't see any numbers on the bottom. The bottom looks to be cracked up a little bit, but I think it'll still display great. We're having a really heck of a day out here.